All right, welcome back to the Mad County Build series. But before we get going on today's show, Emily's got a little something to share with you guys.
Yeah, thank you so much to everybody who has offered their support over the last couple of months. We went ahead and put together a few pieces of merchandise that you can purchase if you want to support us and our channel. There's a handful of shirts. There are a couple of other things on there, so you can grab the link to our store in the description. You'll probably also start seeing a few items pop up along the bottom while you're watching one of our videos. Those are just quick links to those specific items if you want to purchase them. We designed shirts. They all look really similar to this, ranging from kid sizes all the way through adult sizes. So your whole family can show their support for Marshall Remodel. They ship globally. It's just a really cool way to just be a part of the Marshall Remodel family.
Yeah, so with that being said, we got the priming and painting done as the last show. We have cleaned up. Cleanup took us a lot longer, but let's go ahead and jump into that. So the first step was to get all of this plastic down, and these windows here, basically in the whole house, haven't seen daylight for about 3 months, being that we had that water issue. So just getting that plastic down felt really, really good. But I can tell you these windows were absolutely filthy. And the hardest part about this whole process was getting all of the little staples out that held the plastic up and then getting the windows clean. So you can see right here, I'm using the shop vac to suck all of the dirt and dust out of the stress cuts. And I guess one thing, if I had to do it over again, is I would have grouted these a lot sooner. The problem with that is we didn't really quite know how we wanted to finish the floor, so we didn't do anything. And I guess hindsight's always 20/20, but I think I would have grouted these a lot sooner because that's the route we're going. We're going to grout all of those stress cuts, and then we are going to epoxy the floor. So what we're doing here is we swept, we got all those stress cuts sucked out, then we mop just to get it pretty clean so I can grout, and then we'll have somebody come in and lightly diamond grind the floor, and then we'll epoxy. For those of you wondering why I have so many stress cuts in my concrete slab, it's to control where my slab cracks. And it looks a lot nicer having straight lines versus just random cracks going across your floor. So we can talk more about this when we get into finishing the floor, but that's why I have so many, is it's basically going to end up looking like 4 foot by 4 foot tiles when we're finished. Is that it for the mopping?
That's it for the mopping. Did not do as good a job as you.
We're just trying to get it somewhat clean.
Yeah, there's definitely still dirt.
Like I said before, the hardest part of this whole process was getting the windows clean, and I would start out by pulling all of the staples that had been in there multiple times from holding different sets of plastic up. And then after I got all that done, Emily would come around and do most of the cleaning except for the really tall windows. I did all those. So after Emily would vacuum the windows, she would use a little hand portable clothes steamer that she has to loosen up the glue on the stickers, and they actually came off pretty good just using a little scraper. So that's something you can use if you have one of those. Another way that works if you just use really hot water and you kind of saturate that sticker, it'll loosen the glue up as well. But that little steamer, as you can see, worked really good getting all of the glue off. And then she would come back with just regular water and Norwex cloths. If you guys are familiar with Norwex, they make some window cleaning towels that work actually really, really well, and that's what we use, and just with water, and we get good results. Alright guys, so you can see how clean those windows are and how amazing they look, but let's talk about what's next. Emily has been getting all of the switches, outlets, and all that kind of good stuff organized. She's got all the ceiling fans, light fixtures laid out in the rooms that they're going to go in. We also received all of our hardwood flooring for the upstairs, which Emily and I carried up the other day. We got that delivery and got it all carried in. And we also have all of our cement board and stuff like that to start putting in the upstairs bathroom for all of our tiles. We're gonna get after all the electrical soon, but until then, we are going to be dealing with this shiplap ceiling that I made. And I know a lot of you have commented that we should leave it natural, and we love the look of the natural wood. The problem with pine is if you varnish it or leave it just as it is, over time it will yellow. So we're trying to avoid that. So what we are going to do is we are going to do a 50% paint, 50% water mixture. And it's almost like a stain. We're going to apply it with staining pads, and we will be able to keep all of the natural look, but it'll give it just a tint of white, and thus keeping it from yellowing. So this is what it'll actually look like. We did a couple test pieces. So it's hard to even tell, but we are going to get after that right now. So we appreciate you guys watching, and we will catch you on the next video.